Alright, Andrews, this is the 2012 question that we didn't get finished the last day. We had got up to a certain stage comfortably enough, so I kind of run through that really quickly. We were able to draw our parabolic shape left and right hand side in the elevation. We were able to draw the main part of the plan view, and we had the cut at the top drawn in elevation. So I'm just going to run over that really heavy just so it stands out. That part of the question is okay for us. So we went through our method of drawing a parabola, and then we cut it off. We're given the measurements in the question where to cut it off, and that's our elevation complete. Now, where we hit a bit of a stumbling block was to draw that cut in the plan view, to draw the profile of that cut in the plan view. So we've looked at it since, and what we're simply going to do is we're going to take a number of sectional cuts as we go down through it. We're going to break it up into parts. So we're obviously starting with the very top, the very bottom, and then just break it up into a number of parts at random intervals, up to yourself. Okay, so I broke it up so that I would have 6 in total, starting at the very top, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 at the bottom. Okay, so point 1 and point 6 are at the two ends, but they're going to be easy to find. Let's just drop them straight down. Okay, so that's point 6. And drop point 1 down. And that's point 1. Okay, so that's the start and end of it. And now it's the other points that we were finding difficulty with. So what we're going to do is, I'll just do one of them for example. On number 3. So this is number 3 here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry out that cut until it would hit the outside curve of my hyperboloid. So continuing that line out till it hits the border of the shape. Drop that down, and I'm going to draw a semicircle using that radius from the center. Okay, so I'm dropping down where it hits the outline shape, and dropping that down to the start of the plan view, straight down, and then I'm drawing a semicircle using that radius, so I'm swinging it around. And what I'm looking for, I'm going to bring point 3, I'm going to drop it straight down, and I'm going to look for where they cross over each other. So the arc coming around and point 3 cross over each other, so that's point 3. And you repeat that process for 2, 4 and 5, and you find all your points. So for example, point 2, you bring it out to the edge of your hyperboloid in elevation, you drop that point down, put your compass on your center point and draw an arc using that radius, swing it around. At the same time go back to point 2, drop it down and see where it will cross over that arc, and you'll find all your points that way. So at the end of it you're left with your 6 points, your start, your finish and your 4 points in between, and then you're just going to simply sketch in the curve in plan view as it would look. Okay, so you'll have your outline shape just a semicircle, and you'll have that cut kind of an obscure looking shape. The last thing to do then is to draw the elevation of the vertical cut at the front. So what you're told is to come up 600. That gives us our height. Alright, to get the width of it, what we do is we use that radius to where the 600 mark will go out to the edge of the parabola. We drop it down, we draw a semicircle, and with that semicircle, the lowest point in that semicircle is the vertical cut. So that will give us the width of it left and right hand side. So when we drop the width up left and right, that gives us the base points, the ground points of that cut. So we have the very top, center, and we have the base point on the left, and we have the base point on the right. Now at that stage it's a parabolic curve, so what you could do is, they haven't done it in the sample answer, but simpler method, just use your constructions to draw a parabola. So get your overall height divided up into a number of parts. I went for 5 parts. Get your width divided up into the same amount of parts. Join the ones along the side up towards the vertex, which is the top point. Join the ones that are going along the width, just bring them straight up and see where the points cross over. So you end up with your parabolic construction. Just mirror those over on the other side. There's no need to go through the whole construction again. And then you're sketching in your parabola. Okay, so hopefully that's enough for you, Andrew. I think the only problem really was the sectional cut in the plan view, how to find the points. You get stuck on that, and hopefully you're clear on that.